What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy festival season. We all know that April is festival season. Coachella is finally here, which means cue all the festival Coachella makeup looks on Instagram and basically all over social media. So this is why I decided to do a Coachella inspired look. If you guys need some inspiration for Coachella, if you're actually going to Coachella, unlike me who is pretending to go to Coachella and doing this video today. So if you guys need a little bit of inspo and haven't decided what Coachella look you're going to be doing this year, this is a little look that I cooked up today. But before we get started, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, comment down below, and hit the bell for notifications so that whenever I post a video, you guys are the first ones to know. And without further ado, if you'd like to know how I got this Coachella festival look, please keep watching. So as usual, first thing we're going to do is take the Tarte Shape Tape concealer that I always use to prime my eyes, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this and just blend it out. Okay, so now I'm taking some of the Beauty Bakery translucent setting powder and I'm gonna set that concealer on my eye. Also, just letting you know, everything is pretty much done on my face. Foundation and concealer are pretty much done, and bronzer, but we're gonna be doing some crazy stuff to our face since this is a festival look, so I left that for the video. There's gonna be like super pink blush that I'm gonna do, but I'm kind of just like inventing this as I go. Aside from the eyes, I already did this one, but everything else is pretty much just gonna go like as I do this video. So the first thing we're gonna do is the eyes, of course. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. Now this palette is pretty cool because it has so many bright colors. Let me show you. I just picked it up today. Look at all these colors. I really wanted to find a palette that had a bunch of color since color is so in right now. I knew that I had to find a palette that could pretty much carry any color for this summer. So this is perfect for like festival time. For this year's like festival season, it's all about like the neon colors, pastels. So the color trend is kind of carrying on through the festival season and probably all the way through summer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this palette and I'm gonna take a Morphe M514 brush. This is like my favorite blending brush right now. What we're going to do is we're going to take this shade right here in the corner. Okay, so for this, we're basically going to start applying this really high above the crease. This is the shade, basically your transition color. So you want this to show over the eye like I have been doing for like the past few makeup looks that I've done. So you just want to make sure that it's really high up above the crease. We're just blending this out until it's like pretty vibrant. I'm going to be taking a pencil brush. The next shade I'm going to take is this one right here. This is like a deeper purple. And you're basically going to pack this into the crease and also slightly above the crease because we're going to cut the crease pretty high. It's a pretty dramatic cut crease. You want to make sure that you're able to see it over the eye. See how it's coming over that cut crease there? You want to be able to see that after we cut the crease and everything. So I'm pretty much packing that. Slightly taking that here, blending it a little bit right there in the corner. But mostly focusing on packing in that color over here. And you can pack on as much as you want to make sure that it's pretty vibrant. So I'm taking this Mikasa E320 brush and I'm going to start blending that a little bit into the crease, just making sure that it's pretty diffused because you don't want there to be a harsh line also. Like yes, it's packed on, but you don't want it to be like a harsh line. Now I'm pretty much going to cut the crease. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape concealer and this is going to be a pretty dramatic cut crease. I can't really do much talking when I cut the crease because it's pretty hard. So I'm going to scoot this closer to me and then I'm going to cut the crease. I'm basically going to apply some concealer here to the center, look up, and that's basically where my crease ends. Now for this look, I actually took it a little bit higher up than my actual crease line. So if you want to be extra like me and do that, you can go ahead and do that. Or you could just stick to your natural crease line. But for this look, I really wanted it to be dramatic. So I went ahead and I took it up a few levels up. Okay, so that crease is pretty much cut, and now what we're going to do is set it. So I'm going to go back in with that Beauty Bakery translucent setting powder. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tap into this shade right here in this BH Cosmetics palette. I'm taking a BH, this is a BH number 5 brush, I believe from their Coachella collection last year. Not 100% sure, but I think that's where it's from. So I'm tapping into this really bright yellow shade here, and you're just going to fill in this entire carved out part with this color. And it's gonna take some time to pack on the color to really make it look apparent. So just take your time and really make sure that it's vibrant. So that is pretty packed on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a really thin pointed brush, and you're going to dip back into that dark purple shade, and this is where you're basically going to deepen the purple shade that's underneath. This is basically to like deepen the carve so you can see it a little bit more. So I just like to go around the edges here with this really thin brush. Make sure the color is pretty nice and intense. Next thing we're going to do is take another thinner brush. This is also a very thin brush, it just has a more squared end. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix these two pink shades right here in the palette, and we're going to apply that right here on the outer half of the lid. So you're going to start by applying it there. I take it in pretty far, and I kind of take it in like this way, like in a diagonal line. Really just wanted to add like this pop of color to the look. To fill in and kind of connect this little part right here, we're going to take this B Bella Cosmetics pencil brush, and I'm going to dip back into that first shade that we used right here. And I'm just going to blend that in to where that pink is and connect it back out to the end here. This kind of just ties everything together up here. Next thing we're going to do on the eyelid is take this NYX Cosmetics pigment. This is in the shade Go H.A.M. So we're going to take this pigment and we're going to apply that wherever we applied this yellow here on the lid. So I'm taking a MAC 248 brush, grabbing some of that, and you'll immediately see how well this brings the eye look together. I mean, NYX is known for color and pigment and glitter, so this definitely did not disappoint. Okay, so you see how I kind of went out of line there? So we're going to go back in with that thin brush again, and we're going to do that same step where we cleaned up the carve. See that? Now it looks like you never went out of line. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start prepping my lashes. Today I'm going to be using the Eden Rose lashes. I believe these are in the style Jet Setter. So while that is getting tacky, we're gonna go ahead and apply some glitter to our crease as well. I'm gonna be taking this Wear Beauty glitter. This is in the shade 24K. I don't know if you can kind of see it in the bottle there. So I'm gonna take some of that. I'm also gonna go in with my NYX glitter primer. This is the NYX glitter glue, pretty much. On a small detail brush, I'm gonna take some of that glue and apply some to the lid there. I'm gonna be applying this glitter little by little. I usually like to apply it like that. I don't like to just go all in at once. I'm gonna take some of that glitter and lightly tap it over the lid. I don't want this to be super filled or super chunky looking on the lid. I want it to look like really light, kind of like fairy dust sort of. I'm gonna go back in with that glue again and do the next section here. And then I'm gonna go back in some of that glitter. Before we apply our lashes, let's go ahead and apply some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Before I apply that lash, I'm gonna go in with my Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner and a Sigma E06 brush, and I'm just going to create a small line on my lash line so that I can trace where the lashes go, and this will also hide the lash line once we apply them. This is pretty much a really thin line. It doesn't have to be too thick at all. So I went ahead and I wiped off this pencil brush that we used at the beginning of this look, and now we're going to go back in with those two pink shades that we have been mixing. You're going to start diffusing that along the lower lash line and connecting that back to that corner right there, just like this. And you want to make sure that this looks very vibrant. I'm also going to go back in with that Be Bella brush and take the first shade right here. This is going to go on the outer corner of the lower lash line right here, and then connecting it back. And this is very light. You're not applying too much of this. So in the actual waterline here of my eye, I'm going to take that same brush that we've been using to apply the pink on the outer corners of the lid, and I'm going to spray that a few times. Okay. And we're actually going to go in with those same two pink shades. And this is going to go in your waterline here. It's going to give it like a very neon effect. I'm so sorry that I'm not like more talkative and like lively today. It's just that these eye looks require so much concentration. I literally just like can't talk. This is not like one of my chill eye looks, you know what I mean? Like this requires so much detail. I like literally am not breathing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up. As you can see, it's a little thinner on this side. So I did carve this out a little bit. So I'm going to do the same to this eye here. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics brush. This is the number 4 brush from, I believe, the Coachella collection last year. And I'm going to take some concealer. I'm going to take some of the Tarte concealer, put a little bit, just a tiny bit on that brush. And you're going to start carving out here. The last thing I did for the eye was I applied a little purple rhinestone on the inner corner of my eye. I've had these for a long time, like a few years actually, and I always end up pulling them out when I do like a super creative look. So I'm going to take the smallest little rhinestone purple one and dipping that little rhinestone into some of that NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to apply that right into the inner corner of my eye. Try to get it as even as you can to the other one on the other eye. So I haven't really thought of what I'm going to do to the rest of my face. I know I want to do something pretty crazy. I also just spilled half of my Beauty Bakery Yellow Flower setting powder, so I'm kind of mad right now about that. My clumsy hands dropped half of it, and now it's like everywhere, so I'm trying to ignore that right now and continue on with this creativity that's going on without remembering the fact that I spilled half of my favorite setting powder. It's okay, we'll get through it. I do want to get a little crazy with glitter. I was thinking of maybe putting glitter like all along my face and maybe adding some pink shading, like the pink underneath here. I do have this Fenty Beauty. This is the Killawatt Foil Highlight in Mimosa Sunrise and Sangria Sunset. And I think I might use some of the Sangria Sunset and apply some around here just to give a little bit of color, and taking it from like the cheek and up. Just to kind of give some color to the face, since I have seen Coachella looks where like half of the face is like colored in color. I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics brush. I believe this is their contour brush from the Coachella collection last year. I'm gonna take some of that Sangria Sunset right here, and I'm gonna start by putting some on the cheek like blush. And then I'm going to start taking that up. I'm not going to Coachella or anything, so I have to make myself feel like I am from home. I've never been. I actually want to go. Something just bit me there. Funny story, I actually have like this pimple on my neck right now. I like grew a pimple overnight like on my neck, and I was sitting there and my cousin was literally like, is that a mosquito bite? And I was like, no, it's a pimple, but thanks for asking. It be like that sometimes. What we're gonna do now is I think I'm gonna apply some glitter to my face. So I'm going to go back in with that Wear Beauty 24K glitter. I think I'm going to take this flat BH Cosmetics brush again, take some of that glitter glue, and apply some over wherever we put the pink pretty much. I do kind of want to drench my skin in glitter. So I pretty much did the same thing to this side that I did to this side. I just added some glitter here, which I'm really not sure if you can see, but I did apply some along the sides of my face right here. And I kind of want to apply some to my body. I know that's being a little extra. I already applied some Sol de Janeiro Sunset Glow Oil. I used like a fluffy like brush to kind of apply this all over my body, so it kind of gives me like a nice little glow on the shoulders. So now I want to apply the glitter to my body. Not a lot, just enough to like give me some Coachella vibes. So I'm going to take some of that glitter primer again, quite a bit of it, and that brush, and I'm going to apply some here onto my body. Grabbing some of that. Actually, the body oil, the Sunset Glow Oil, already acts kind of like as a sticky glue for it. So I'm kind of just like pressing the glitter all over my body right now. See that? Oh, it really stuck, huh? Oh boy, this is gonna be so fun to take off. I don't even want to think about it. I'm not even really sure that you can see it in the video, but there is a bunch of glitter on me right now. So the last thing I'm going to do to my face is probably just apply some little thingies, like sticker things here on my forehead. Oh, also we forgot mascara on the lower lash line, guys. I'm taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and applying some to my bottom lashes. So I've had these little charms for like a long time. It's like these little sticker charm things. So I'm gonna take some and put some like above my eyebrow here, right here, in my forehead. Boom. And it's purple. Just works, you know what I mean? Next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply these little strips of sticker. Pretty much. Now these are missing a few diamonds, like a few diamonds fell off. So I'm going to reapply some in those areas, like right here. Missing another one, like the other side. So now for the lips, I think I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick in Backtalk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to go in with this one right here. I'm going to be taking, this is the Estie's Let's Makeup Waterproof Gel Lip Liner in Coco Loco. Going in with that Urban Decay Vice Backtalk Liquid Lipstick. Alright guys, so this is the final look. This is my Coachella look for this year. I kind of wish I was going because I would have totally done this look. Super like genie-esque vibes. I love that so much. I feel like I'd be like that girl at Coachella. I'd be like the girl with like super genie-esque vibes. This is also me like tapping into like my Pakistani roots here because I always like gravitate towards like shiny gold glittery things. That's me right here. I'm not going to Coachella, but to those of you who are going, have fun. Take me with you. Other than that, I'll just pretend to be there from the comfort of my home and my little studio here. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun creating this look, and I've been having a lot of fun on my channel lately with color. So if that's something you guys want me to continue doing, please comment down below. Comment down below also if you're going to Coachella. And don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, comment down below, and hit the bell for notifications so that whenever I post a video, you guys don't miss out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have fun at Coachella for those of you who are going, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!